very few organizations can claim to have had as profound an impact on our continent as Afreximbank, the African Export-Import Bank. This year, Afreximbank celebrates 25 years of transforming Africa's trade. The bank has been at the forefront in providing a range of critical trade finance facilities to support businesses in its 50-member countries spread across Africa, working from its Cairo headquarters and branch offices in Abuja, Abidjan, and Harare, and soon in East Africa. Over the years, the bank has grown the capacity to deliver on its original transformative mandate. Today, it is implementing catalytic interventions on its own or with partners, delivering innovative trade initiatives, capacity building, and knowledge development programs. As we celebrate our past, we are mindful of our commitment to shape the future. We remain committed to transforming Africa's trade for the benefit of the continent and its people. Founded with the vision to be the trade finance bank for Africa, Afreximbank made its first loan commitment on 30th September 1994. Since then, the bank has approved more than $60 billion in credit facilities to businesses across Africa. Despite the global financial crisis of 1997 and 1998, Afreximbank continued to grow stronger, implementing its first strategic plan from 1996 to 2000 and relying on its ability to access international financial markets. The bank tied up financially sound counterparts and employed appropriate financial structures, such as dual recourse facilities. It grew its membership base and opened new branches. As a result, it also delivered credit to small and medium-sized exporters under its line of credit and syndications programs, and promoted intra-African trade and exports globally, including launching its annual structured trade finance seminars. In 2001, Afreximbank introduced its second five-year strategic plan, which focused on extending critical support to countries facing economic difficulties through the introduction of a country program. The bank also promoted the diversification of Africa's exports away from commodities by attracting international finance to support African countries to address the global challenges arising from the rapid growth in information technologies and globalization. In 2005, pioneer President Mr. Christopher Edodo retired. The deepening of the global financial crisis in 2007 and 2008 resulted in greater demand for the bank's services. Correspondent banking, supply chain finance for the mining sector, and a special instrument for construction in the tourism sector were key areas of focus of the bank's third strategic plan, implemented between 2007 and 2011. Financing amounting to more than $20 million was provided for the expansion and redevelopment of hotels across Africa over the period. Afreximbank also continued to pursue its syndications program with approvals amounting to $570 million in 2007. In 2006, John Louis Ekra was elected president of the bank. He was re-elected at the end of his first term. Under Plan 4 from 2012 to 2016, the bank's assets grew by 217% to $11.7 billion. Two notable high-impact facilities were launched. The first was an instrument to safeguard member countries against immediate shortages of trade finance flows through the deployment of $3.5 billion. The second was the introduction of a strategy to enhance intra-Africa trade. Dr. Benedict Oke-Orama was sworn in as the third president of the bank in 2015. Call to Plan 5 was a strategy to holistically develop key 5 areas such as intra-Africa trade, trade finance leadership and industrialization, and export development. In 2017, Afreximbank introduced Industrial Parks Development Program in partnership with the Export-Import Bank of China. It also introduced a guarantee program to help unlock finance for the continent and has engaged an initiative to develop centers of excellence to provide medical care across Africa. As Afreximbank is celebrating its past, it's also shaping the future. it plans to disburse $90 billion in support of Africa's trade by 2021. Afreximbank will continue to deliver on its mandate, pioneering the way in transforming Africa's trade.